Hey everybody, this is Luke Bency with SMI, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of The Playbook, Daily Operations for Managing a Security Firm. In this episode, I want to talk about something that comes up all the time in business, and that is, what in the world is the difference between strategy and tactics? Well, today, I've got a little simple chart here to help explain it. Now, this is not my chart, so I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This actually goes back to the 1980s. This is a book, Top Management Strategy, which was written by a couple guys, Trigo and Zimmerman. And it's a very simple double axis chart. And along the top here, you have your strategy, which they refer to as the what, or I like to say the why, sort of your mission, why you do what you do. And along the side here, you have your tactics. Now, Trigo and Zimmerman like to use the word operations for their how, but I think tactics plays better here. And along strategy up the top, you have clear strategy versus unclear strategy. And along tactics, you have effective versus ineffective. So if we look at our first quadrant here, quadrant 1, we have a clear strategy and we have effective tactics. When this happens, this typically means that you have had past success with your business. It doesn't necessarily guarantee future success. However, it is the direction that you want to continue to follow. Quadrant 2 here, our strategy is unclear, but our tactics are effective. Now, in this case, you may have minimal success, or you may have fast success, actually, with good tactics, but it's not going to be sustainable. So I'll give you a perfect example of this with our pandemic. So, you know, as our first responders will say out there, hey, you know, we rehearse, we do tabletops, we have our national stockpile, you know, we have our checklists and all these things in place. Those things are all tactical and they're all effective. But our overall strategy for how to deal with something like the pandemic was unclear. So there were some delays. Now, by having good strategy overall, we're able to roll out things like vaccines and stuff a lot quicker. But I think there was a consensus that the strategy wasn't as good as it could have possibly been. Tactics were good, strategy needed some work. Now, on the opposite side, let's say you have a clear strategy, but you have ineffective tactics. Now, in that case, you may have, again, short-term success, but it's not going to last. It's going to be very minimal. It could fall apart at any time. And then finally, if you have unclear strategy and, God forbid, also ineffective tactics, you're dead in the water. You need just to stop, retool, and begin again. So whenever we're looking as an organization, a security company at SMI, we're always saying, is this tactical that we're talking about, or is this strategic? And is it clear? Is it unclear? Is it effective, or is it ineffective? So look at your own business this way. Where do you fall on the axis chart? I hope you found this helpful. I'm Luke Bency, and remember, stay safe and vigilant.